Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I'm doing something that I love to do. I'm fishing a brand new lake, a lake that I've never been to. It's always that uneasy feeling you have in your stomach when you go to a place you've never been. And I'm gonna try to break it down today. It could be good, it could be bad, or it may be really ugly and we may not get a bite. I'm gonna put 4, 5, 6 baits on that I have confidence in, and I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna cover some water. And I'm gonna see if I can get a bite, see if I can catch something here. All right, baits that I got confidence in. A Pit Boss, guys. I won a lot of money on that thing last year. Spinner bait, chatter bait, and a buzz bait could work. That water's a lot warmer than I thought it was gonna be. Let's get a buzz bait out just for the kicks. Oh, a jig. You gotta have a black blue jig. Maybe a swim jig. I don't know. I would get a crankbait out, but it's pretty muddy and it looks like there's lots of shoreline vegetation. So crankbait's not gonna be in my arsenal right off the bat. Figuring out a new lake. This is gonna be fun. So many times in muddy water, man, those fish are, they'll get on hard cover like this tree, you know, something solid. In muddy water, they want to be next to something. They want their body sitting up next to something just as a reference point. Cloudy, sunny, it doesn't matter. They want to be up next to something stationary that's not moving. Oh, my first bite! My first bite, my first clue. Shallow. Guys, I cannot tell you how shallow that is. Holy smokes. There, I got him. I don't know if that's the same one. I don't feel like that's the same one. Hey, but that's my first bite. So what, I know it's not a big fish, guys, but we're always looking for that first bite. Man, he's cold too. Okay, deep. That's the first time all morning I've been sitting in 8 feet of water and being able to hit the bank. I haven't been able to do that anywhere else. So it's a really steep bank. That's weird. To me, that's weird. And it's a laydown. It's hard. We got grass all over, we got bushes, but we got a hard laydown right there. All right, just a bite. It's not a pattern, it's just a bite. That tells me the water right below the surface is cold. It's just that upper up. There's one. Golly, that's a good one. Oh, we might get something figured out right there. I was waking that thing. Golly, come here, baby. That's a good one. I think I can just swing that fish in. Come here, come here. Yes. Hey, 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 hey. We got something figured out. Okay, what I was doing there was waking that chatterbait. It's a pretty fish. Like I said, that's 2 bites, less than 100 yards. Channel swing bank, I'm sitting in 5 feet. Really, really cool, really cool. Whenever you get those bites, it's so critical to think about everything. I mean, everything. I want to know how far from the main lake to the back of the pocket. I want to know, was it in the moss? Was it in the grass? Was it in a bush? I want to know the direction of my cast. I want to know the angle of the sun. Is it in shade? Is it in the sunny side? I think about all those things. That fish there, channel swing bank, halfway back in a pocket, and it was related to this little buckbrush bushes in the water. You know, I've got grass out here in front of it, so it's inside the grass in that flooded water. Just think about everything you can possibly think about. The retrieve, how fast you're retrieving it. Was it right when it hit the water? Had you been reeling it a long ways? Was your bait coming up? Was your bait going down? I try to think about all that stuff, you know, when I'm trying to determine what's going on. Oh, that was a bad cast. Squirrel bass, golly. There's the ugly. Oh, that was a fun bite, golly. Gosh, that was fun. Man, I did that exact same thing. I brought that bait up and I went to bring it over a grass clump and man, he clobbered it. pretty that fish is. He's perfect. Just the coloration of him. He doesn't look like a muddy water fish to me. That tells me that this lake's generally clear. I mean, look how green he is. And I mean, this is mud. He normally would be white. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, man, I've caught 2 fish now and a 3rd bite. Winding that thing fairly quick up high. Those fish are feeding up, but you know, there's a time back in my memory bank to a tournament that I won, Lake Eufaula, Alabama, 2002. I'm gonna make a bait change here. You know, you think that may be crazy, but I think I can throw a wake bull, a wake bait that I can reel it just a little bit slower, yet it's gonna stay in that same water column and maybe get a few bites. But I'm just saying, drawing back on that memory back, that once upon a time ago, you know, 18 years ago, to a tournament that I won under similar situation. Water temperature was the same, the cover was the same, and I made a bait change that final day to win. And they actually had gone from a buzz bait down to that wake bait. I'm gonna go the other way because I just think I'm going a little fast to get more bites. I'm gonna put a wake bait on and we'll see if we get some more bites. Gosh, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. That was a big one. That bait will work. Golly, that was a big one. Got that one. Golly. Yes, that is so fun to see that coming down through there, and he ate it too. Hey, good bait change. I mean, that to me, that's 2 bites on that bait in a lot less amount of time than I'd been throwing that vibrating jig. So let's just see. I can reel this a little bit slower. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Water's definitely muddier up here. Definitely muddier. It's a couple degrees warmer. That's usually to be expected when you get, you know, muddier water after. Golly, there's fish up here though. Damn, gummit, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like it. Yes, 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 yes. Get a face full of that. Look at that, he choked that spinnerbait. Choked it. Look how yellow that fish is. Golly, I gotta stop my boat. Huh, lay down. Lay down. All right, so I mean, that's first cast. We may have found them. I thought I was hung up. I'm kind of embarrassed if you go back and rewind that. I kind of like really hesitated setting the hook there. You know, I don't know how shallow it is. You know, to me, I've never been here before, so I kind of felt like I was in super shallow water. I'm only sitting in 2 foot where the boat's at. Oh, that's a cool. Oh, God, that was a big one. That was a 6-7 pounder. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, there's giants in this lake. Holy smokes. That was a big one, boys and girls. Golly. So what that's 3 or 4 bites now out of the grass, the old grass, the deeper grass. You know, I had a few bites up shallow in that newly flooded stuff. Those were misleading bites. With a big fish, when I get a big bite like that, no doubt, 100% saw the whole fish come out of the water, that tells me what I need to be doing. That without a doubt, they don't lie. They don't mislead you. You know, the first time I came down this bank, the water temperature was 58 degrees. Oh, there's one right there. Oh man, he choked it. I finally got the right bait. I mean, it is out of sight. Out of sight. Look at him, open his mouth. You can't even see it. You can't even see the bait. Where's my bait? Give me my bait back, dude. Look at that, you can't even see it. That's how they're supposed to eat it. I got the right bait. I gave up on this bait a little too soon earlier. I think I caught one on it and had another bite, and I went to a bigger one because of the muddy water, and it was just too much. It was, you know, I talk about spooking fish in muddy water. I think that bigger bait was just too much with this flat, calm conditions. Man, he ate that thing. Holy Toledo. Awesome, awesome. All right, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Yes. That is so fun. Look at the foil up there where it came from. Yeah. Fish was way out there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right on that point. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, you know, there's probably been a lot of current going through this lake like all the others, and it seems like every time we get around these corners, these main lake corners, we catch one, you know, or we get a bite, or the better fish anyway. I know we've had some little ones up shallow in the backs of some pockets, but it seems like we get more better quality bites out here, you know, on the main lake a little bit more. Anytime we get this ripple on the water, you know, obviously it helps the bite, you know, it breaks up the, you know, the amount of light penetration, you know, things like that. But what the biggest thing that it does is, I think it masks my noise, my presence to a bass. It just, he feels a little bit more comfortable. You know, he's not feeling the ripples of the boat. He's not feeling the vibration of the trolling motor, the pinging of the depth finder. You know, with a little bit of ripple, you know, there's stuff moving, you know, noise happening in the water column. So it just masks me. When it's dead calm, just like this fiasco here hitting this brush ball, every bass within 50 yards heard me doing that. So the wind will mask my mistakes. Oh, that is so cool. I mean, he hit it right at the boat. Oh my goodness. What a nice one. Golly. Oh, I mean, I had to have jumped. I mean, I had to have. Golly, look. Now that fish is white. Like he just came up here. You know, a few of them fish we've caught, look at that. He's got it down his throat. Can't get it out. Man. All about your retrieve, guys. You know, I put on, I don't know, I've got a lot of rods out. We'll go through it here at the very end. But I put on baits that I have confidence in, and I haven't put anything else on the rest of the day. But it was about the retrieve and where in the water column my bait was. And that fish is testimony to it. It hit with my bait that far underneath the water, and that's not normally how you reel a vibrating jig. Man, thanks, buddy. That was fun. Okay, brand new lake, never been to it, and by the end of the day, I had a lot of rods out. You know, I had a orange chatterbait, I had a black and blue jig. That thing's been sitting on my deck all day. You can see I never even put a trailer on it. You know, one of my favorite flipping baits, just a black blue pit boss. Never caught a fish on it, but I had it out. I presented it a few times. You know, I threw a buzzbait around, had a bite or two on it. I had a frog. I did have a bite on it, didn't catch him. Threw a swim jig around, and then the wake bull, you know, so the majority of the damage today was done on this wake bull and the vibrating jig. That's my day. I had a lot of fun. I love going to these new lakes. I love the challenge of it, but caught some good fish and got to go fishing today. Hey guys, I hope you like Project E. I'm having a lot of fun filming these. It's making me a better fisherman, just like coming to this lake today, you know, never being here. I enjoy picking a lake apart. So if you like what you see, hit that like button, hopefully hit that subscribe button. I plan on these coming out every Tuesday. Tell me a lake that you want me to come fish. Tell me a technique you want me to work on. You know, give me a comment down there. Let me know what you think. And man, I appreciate everybody's support, and be looking for them on Tuesday. Project E, Edwin Evers. Thanks, guys.